Hey, how are you? My name is Ben, and I'm a movie buff. Happy New Year! You may notice that I'm not in my movie room anymore. I'm in the spare room of our new place that we got. We had to move out of our old place, so unfortunately, the movie room is no more. So this will be my new place where I'm doing videos once or twice a year. Today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite movies seen in the year 2025. So let's just jump right into it. At number 10, we have Suzume. Suzume was a very enjoyable anime film, has lots of great dramatic moments, funny moments, exciting moments, and it was also really cool to watch a movie that had doors out in the open that lead into other dimensions, something that The Dark Tower 2, the drawing of the three by Stephen King, also had. So it was cool to see that in movie form. At number 9 is Neja 2. Earlier in 2025, I heard that this movie had made over $2 billion. So I had to see what all the fuss was, and I have to be honest that I don't understand every single facet of the story. A lot of it is steeped in Chinese mythology, but the movie was still very entertaining. I would say the scope in this movie matches what we've seen in movies like Lord of the Rings Return of the King and Avengers Endgame. At number 8, we have Stop Making Sense. I'd heard that this is just one of the great concert movies of all time, and I think it's warranted. What was really cool is that the Talking Heads, I only knew a few songs by them, so I got to hear a whole bunch of songs that I'd never heard from them in this concert. I thought a lot of them were really cool and interesting, and it's hard not to enjoy the kind of energetic antics of the whole band that's playing on stage, especially David Byrne, who just, he has quite a workout in this movie, and overall, it's a really fun experience. At number 7, we have Jay Kelly. This was a really insightful and moving film about what people have to give up to achieve greatness, the things that they have to sacrifice. I think George Clooney, as always, does really well here. Adam Sandler's pretty good too. The only thing that kind of bugged me is that the actors that he manages, he refers to them as puppy. And these are actors that are like in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and he's calling them puppy. I just thought it was weird. I didn't like it, but other than that, the movie was pretty solid. At number 6, we have Sinners. Sinners is the kind of movie that establishes and has a lot going on in that first third. And there's a concern about whether that's all going to come together in a meaningful and interesting way, which it does. So I think the way that all the elements are kind of placed together, as usual, Ryan Coogler just knocks it out of the park. He is really good at bringing them all together and paying them off so that it makes sense why all of them are there. I look forward to Michael B. Jordan's Oscar nomination. He should get one, as he was great playing the twins. The whole cast was great for the record, too, and I can't wait to see what Coogler does next. Coming in at number 5 is Flow. Flow is one of those movies that really shows us the power of cinematic and visual storytelling. There are no words that are heard. There are no words that are seen. It's all these animals that have to come together on this boat to survive because of a flood that has swept through the land, a flood of biblical proportions, and it's them just trying to get along. So the movie is really entertaining, and it's absolutely stunning, beautiful to look at, and it also says something about the human condition as well. And I gotta give a shout out to just the small team of animators, including the director, who was one of the animators on the movie, for using Blender, the software that I've heard of, that they used to make this stunning piece of art. At number 4, we have Anora. So this is the Best Picture winner from 2025, and I don't think everyone's gonna love this movie, but I really enjoyed it, and here's why. Sometimes in movies, the goal that our main character is trying to achieve is pretty clear. Maybe it's to defeat the bad guys. Maybe it's to confess your love to someone. Maybe it's to save the world. And usually, with them being able to achieve said goal, it will result in some kind of good or happy ending. About halfway through Anora, it is obvious what our main character needs to do. The rich guy she married impulsively has run away, and she has to try and find him. She is so hopeful that everything will work itself out, but the final result may not be what she is expecting. During the first half of Anora, I felt one way about the hurried wedding of these two young characters. But during the second half, we start to realize that maybe we were too quick to feel that way, and the actual happier ending we want goes against what we previously felt. At number 3, we have K-pop Demon Hunters. This film I've watched easily 30 times or more, usually with my kids. And I gotta say that it is the gift that keeps on giving. The movie may not be necessarily a masterpiece, but it is so entertaining. It is so much fun. I love the lower frame rate style. I love the characters, the humor, the designs of everything. All of the songs written for this movie are truly phenomenal. If I had to pick a favorite, which is not easy, I'd say it's a tie between How It's Done and Your Idol. What really helps elevate this movie is the final 20 minutes that contain two wonderful songs back to back, and then it wraps up with an emotionally satisfying conclusion. At number 2, we have The Wild Robot. It seems that I am a sucker for movies that have the following trope. You have typically the main character arrives to this place that has a group of characters, but in this case, it's animals, not people. And at first, the integration is very difficult. They're not sure how to fit in or exactly what to do. But eventually, as time goes on, the main character finds out how to improve the dynamic of these people. If there was difficulties beforehand, the main character just makes it better by being there and trying their best to make everyone find a way to work coherently. DreamWorks Animation shows us once again that they can pull off stories just as good as Disney and Pixar. The vocal performances from everyone here are also first rate, and a special shout out must be given to Lupita Nyong'o, who voices Roz, the Wild Robot. And finally, at number 1, we have Wicked. I did not know much about Wicked going in to see the movie for the first time. I had heard the chorus of Defying Gravity from the Broadway version. I heard a little bit about the story, but that was it. So sitting down to watch this movie and experiencing everything was magical. Pun intended. In addition to the wonderful songs, what really makes the film work is the 2 lead performances by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Perfect casting right there, the epitome of a triple threat. We believe them as enemies at first, but then when they shift to friends, we believe that too. The movie culminates in the show-stopping number Defying Gravity, and it's an absolute blast to see this emotional and exciting song elevated by technical wizardry. Pun once again intended. Once the movie was over, it left me wanting more. So those were my favorite movies of 2025. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one.